I'm sitting in the range thinking, man, I'm gonna have to fire at Joe Budden and Royce, man. You know what I'm saying? And I finally had to accept that, you know what? This is over. I need to close the chapter on this in my life because it's bringing me low vibes every time I talk.
Going on. Yeah, it's very busy. You got an album dropping. You know, I want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to stick with the album because everything is everywhere else, I'm cool with that too. Tell us about the new album.
March 11th, you know, which is, I guess, Friday. Damn.
Okay, fine.
Coming out this Friday, you know what I'm saying? It's called The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. And what it is it's like an audio documentary in my eyes of my perspective and Joel Ortiz's perspective of the things that happened while we were the group Slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just needed some closure from the situation because
Wait. Can we open it up? Before we
open it up.
Can we open?
Yeah.
How did Slaughterhouse come about? Because that is 4 of the most amazing lyricists that I know of. You know, I mean, in my opinion, Royce is better than M. But hey, that's me. So
right.
You guys, you have 4 of the best lyricists. How did the group come about?
Okay, the group came about with there was a joint that Joe wanted to do, like he wanted to do a posse cut, so to speak. And he had Royce on there and Joel and Nino Bless, you know what I mean? And he wanted somebody from the West Coast to be on the joint. So Nino Bless told him, all right, I'll see you in a minute. Nino Bless told him, you know, you need to get Crook on there. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Nino Bless.
Shout out Nino Bless, you know. So, you know, I was breaking shit down over here on my side of the map. And Joe was like, for real, I guess. And Nino Bless sent him some stuff. And Joe was like, damn, I've been sleeping on Crook. You know what I mean? And he was like, can he turn it around in 24 hours? So Nino called me. And he was like, yo, I want you to get on this joint with Royce, me, Joel Ortiz, it's for Joe Budden's project. I'm sitting in the range thinking, man, I'm going to have to fire at Joe Budden and Royce, man. You know what I'm saying? They taking too much oxygen up with this lyricist conversation. I'm already like, man, because my little brother came up to me, and was like, you got to listen to the bar exam from Royce.
Yeah.
And I listened to the bar exam, and I was like, damn, he's spitting fire.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man. I'm trying to corner the market on this fire-breathing shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So right. I'm sitting in the range like, nah, this ain't happening. I'm finna fire on these fools. And then when the call came, it was like, oh, well, I guess it's better to team up than to start. You know what I'm saying? Doing some bullshit, get on some bullshit. So I did the song. Long story short, the song was called Slaughterhouse. And, you know, the fans enjoyed it a lot because each of our fan bases came together to celebrate the song. You know what I mean? And that's what made us say, well, hey, let's do another song. You know what I mean? And one song became another song, and the fans formed a group. So we like to say, well, I like to say the fans are the 5th member of Slaughterhouse.
Fire. And now I know that when I'm around other people, like let's say that I know that somebody else is in the room, you know, still sharp and still. So when writing songs with everybody, do you feel like you guys all sharpened each other lyrically? Because I know that listening to the album, you guys just go crazy with it. So do you feel like being with those guys definitely stepped your pen up?
Absolutely. You know, it took my pen into another area because, you know, on my own, I was more talking, I was like a street lyricist. You know what I mean? Talking about street life, sprinkles of consciousness, street consciousness, and just life in general. When I got over there, the focus became, oh, you could just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, they was like, oh, okay, well, damn, on certain songs, we could just go crazy. All right, cool. I'm about to go. Now we'll be playing with words even more. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it in the past, but not to that level where it was just a constant thing. Like we might make fucking 5 songs where we ain't really said nothing but how ill we are. You know what I mean? So it was like, yo, that was a step up for me, you know, and I believe I believe we all learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hear my influences.
Of course, with
and,
everybody all across the board. That's what I said. Everybody's still sharpening steel.
We all learn from each other. It was a steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
You know?
So how was it? How did the situation get to Shady? Like, how was it? Like, yo, we gonna sign. We the best rappers. We're gonna sign with the best rapper. I mean, I don't know. My head would exploded being over there hearing all of these bars. So how did that work out?
Well, you know, it was we was on E1 at first. We did our first record on E1, and respectfully, E1 didn't really believe in us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So what happened was they thought that they didn't understand that we had a lot of people with us. A lot of fans really liked our music, and they underestimated our release. Back then, it was hard copies still getting pressed up. They didn't press up enough hard copies. You know, they thought, oh, these guys will sell this amount. That amount was gone in 2 hours at all the stores, all the Best Buys. You know what I'm saying? And they realized it came like, yeah, we dropped the ball. We didn't know that you guys would be this, you know, have this impact. And we was like, all right, cool. We gonna dip out. You know what I mean? And I had this song DJ Khalil produced. DJ Khalil sent me a beat, and it was for my solo album, right? But I was working with Slaughterhouse at the time, and I was like, yo, I thought to myself, this song would be more impactful if I put the gang on it with me. You know what I mean? So I called Royce. I said, listen, I got this joint from DJ Khalil. I think it'll be good for the gang. I'm about to send it over to you. Check it out. He listened to it. He loved it. And we built this joint called The One. And The One was on the E1 album, but I'm talking about it because it's one of the songs that Marshall told me was part of his deciding factor to sign Slaughterhouse. He heard
Marshall,
that
call
song.
him Marshall. You just want to call him Marshall casually?
Yeah.
That's what you do? Casually call him Marshall? Okay. Heard
My
you.
bad.
It's a light stunt. It's a light stunt.
Light flex. Go ahead, light flex.
All right.
Yeah, he was like, yo, that song right there. He was like, because when I heard that song, I knew that y'all could all gas, but I didn't know that y'all could write songs like that. And he was like, that was very instrumental in his decision to sign Slaughterhouse, you know what I mean? And he had a pre-existing relationship with Royce. They had some bumpy roads, you know, some misunderstandings that they were trying to patch up and things of that nature. And I just think the stars lined up because, like you said, Luck, if you gonna get in the building with somebody who has the power to push a marketing budget on you, who has the power to help you spread your music around, you kind of want to be in there with somebody who understands lyricism if that's what you're selling, you know?
Right. And then, because you had told us earlier, so these tours, the biggest tours that you were telling us about, this is what you and your brothers and the group, like, y'all went over to Japan and all of these places together. Is that when, because I know that at first, when you guys first got together, it was sending records out, lay a verse. And then you guys built the Brotherhood. Obviously, it came from touring and just recording with each other. Am I right?
Yeah, we started to bond. We started to bond on tour. We stayed on the road a lot. We was bonding, learning about each other, you know. And that's where it felt like we had a friendship. That's where it felt like we had a brotherhood, you know what I mean? But I guess it's kind of like whatever. You got to really chill with somebody for like a year or 2 years before you really, really know, you know what I'm saying? But a couple months on the road together, having some fun. Plus, we was wild back then. I'm 6 years sober right now, you know what I mean? But
praise God.
But back then, you know what I'm saying? We turning bottles up every night. You know what I mean? Everybody fully loaded. It was a frat house party, you know what I mean, on the stage. So a lot of stuff goes unnoticed because you in that zone, you know what I mean? But it was cool. It was definitely some good times. We did the Tech-9 tour.
Shout out Tech-9, number one paid independent artist. Shout out Tech-9.
Shout out Tech-9. That tour right there made us men. You know what I'm saying? Because Tech-9 is a road warrior. Ain't nobody going on the road like Tech-9. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like Tech-9, we had to do like 56 shows in like 60 days. You know what I'm saying? So we had like 4 days off. And those days was getting to the next town. Right. You feel me? So it wasn't like we was relaxed somewhere in a suite, nigga, watching Netflix. It was, you on the bus. You know what I mean? And we did those shows back to back to back to back to back to back, you know, and it was just like, yo, this dude is a beast. But it taught us a lot. You feel me? It taught us about the road. It taught us about, you know, performance, meet and greets, and, you know, how to preserve your energy for the next show. You know what I mean? Like, we learned a whole lot on the road. And yeah, you're right though. Long story. I mean, I made a drawn out answer, but you're right. You know, that's where the bond started. You know what I mean?
Because here on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, there go Babs. Here on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, we give flowers, and we definitely, you know, we always want to learn about somebody's career and just, you know, drop jewels and gems to people who are watching now live or when we, you know, put it out later. But I mean, like I said, you my brother. We were together all weekend, and I had no idea what was going on. I said, hey, that's the same outfit, you know what I mean? So tell us about the album that's out now, and then.
When you first decided to name the album the Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse, you already knew that was going to bring some controversy. Like, how do you feel about the other two members and how they're receiving your album?
I look at it like if Michael Jordan did a documentary, I look at it like Scottie Pippen is going to be in the doc. Steve Kerr is going to be in the doc. You know, Phil Jackson is going to be in the doc. You know, it's part of his story. You know what I mean? So if I tell a story about Slaughterhouse, there's going to be mentions of all of the members. The camera is going to pan on everybody because the story is about Slaughterhouse. Now, you know, a lot of it for me personally, not even for Joel, it was just that the last time we dropped the album, it was 2012. Okay, it's 2022. That was 10 years ago. You feel me? So in those 10 years, I kept trying to put the group back together. I took flights to New York to sit with Paul Rosenberg. I took flights to Detroit to sit with Eminem. I took flights to Detroit again to sit with Royce. I'm trying to put the group together. Royce say, come over here. We're going to make some music, and then we're going to finish a new album. All right, cool. I catch a flight. I'm staying out there for 2 weeks. I'm making music with them, you know, trying to put it together, you know. And all of the efforts, none of it really amounted to anything. So, and if it's not that's not my perspective, that's facts, because 10 years ago we released the album. 2022, there has been no album since. So it gotta be a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of the efforts, it just didn't work. And I finally had to accept that, you know what, this is over. I need to close the chapter on this in my life because it's bringing me low vibes. Every time I talk, another conference call, another this, it's bringing me low vibes. It's disturbing my mental peace. You know what I'm saying? So I need to close this chapter in my life. And I'm going to tell my story because since I was a kid, I went in the booth when I was 8 years old. That's the first time I ever spit a rap. I've been talking about my life in the booth since I was 8. This is a part and a chapter of my life. So I got all rights to talk about my life. You know what I mean? Now, if they don't like it, I can't be mad at that. You know, I ain't mad at that, but nobody is going to tell me I got to ask for permission to talk about my life. You know what I mean? Musically, because that's what I've been doing. When I left Death Row Records, I made a DVD called Life After Death Row. Okay. With a mixtape with it. You know what I'm saying? I talked about my situation on Death Row Records and how everything went. And y'all, this is what I do. This is my therapy. So it's like, yo, we gonna do this. This is over. You know, I brought a situation to the table just to give it one last shot. I didn't even, I maybe my laws of attraction, maybe I was so in doubt that it would happen that I was putting out, you know, the wrong frequency. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, one more time. Here's a great deal, fellas. We could put the music out. It could come out through a system that has nothing to do with the universal system, because that's where all of the people who were opposing Joe, they were in the universal system. So I went to a whole nother system and said, all right, here's another system. They can't block you. They can't hate on you. Here's the deal. It's negotiable. Give me a call. You know, everybody called me but Joe. Joe said he didn't want to do the deal. I said, all right, well, tell Joe to call me so we can figure out why he doesn't want to do the deal, what he wants what does he want? They're like, well, we got to see the paperwork. Look, we're not going to go back and forth. I got juice with these people. You tell me what you want, and that's what we putting in the paperwork. So the first time I present the paperwork to you, it'll be closer to what your idea of a great situation is. All this back and forth, that's crazy. Just give me a call. He never ring my phone, never called me. Weeks and weeks and months went by, and the deal just disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
It was weird, you know, because I had to watch these things last night, and you know me, I don't like any trouble. But you know, one thing that struck me as odd is Joe said, "I'm bigger than everything that you guys are doing." And I'm bigger than that, you know. And we all know that the podcast world has been, you know, very kind to Joe and what he's doing over there. But I feel like as a family, that's something that somebody shouldn't say. But somebody in the comments asked, would you do like Otis, and would you replace them like they did in the Temptations? Have you guys considered?
Yo, my phone been blowing up with people saying, yo, let me step in there. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, let me step in there. But it's not. I don't want the Slaughterhouse brand anymore. Right. I want it out of my life. I don't want it. So they could do whatever they want with the Slaughterhouse brand. They could go get another member to replace me. You'll hear, I won't be bitter. I don't have no problems with that. I want to close that chapter in my life. I don't want to open it. I don't want to keep it up. So yeah, I mean,
is there potential that you and Joel might just formulate a duo and move forward as that
album dropped 311?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, but is that like the continuation, like after now the continue on with that, or is this you guys saying your piece and then you're gonna go do your thing, Joel's gonna do his thing, and whatever the other two decide, what have you, the chips are gonna fall where they may, or are you and Joel now becoming your own entity?
I mean, me and Joel dropped a joint EP together called Hard. We did this right when the pandemic hit. So it kind of went under the radar because when the pandemic hit the country, everybody was kind of shook. You couldn't even get people to come out the house. It was quarantines. We couldn't get videos done. We couldn't get nothing done. So I was in New York, rest in peace, Fred the Godson.
Yeah. Oh, guy.
Fred was in the sessions with us on every song that we made. You know what I'm saying? And we did this joint called Hard. And you know, the pandemic it threw a monkey wrench in our promo plans. We couldn't roll it out how we wanted to. We couldn't do anything. So
was that what
this is actually the second one.
Was you guys working with Heat Makers? Was it what
yeah, we was with the Heat Maker. Shout out Arsonist.
Yeah,
you know
don't leave my bro out this combo.
You know what I mean? Shout out Arsonist, man. You know, shout out all the rap connoisseurs in the house right now. And I'm going to even shout out this kid right here who think that I'm capping right now. What's your name? Magic Mariachi. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did Joe and Royce know that you felt the way that you feel, that you was done with Slaughterhouse, that, you know, you felt like it was over because, you know, you burning the Slaughterhouse logo? Did they know before y'all released this that this is how you felt?
So what I did was I went back when Joe said he didn't want to do it. This was my final attempt. So Joe said he didn't want to do it. I said, all right. I asked Royce, you want to do it, just us three? You know what I mean? And he was like, he don't want to do nothing Slaughterhouse without all four members. So that, you know, that's no. That means no. You know what I mean? And, you know, Joel was on the phone. And it was real tough to hear that because I was like, look, Joe has publicly retired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he has stayed pretty true to that retirement. I haven't heard him rap one time since he retired.
He don't even take pictures no more. I seen him at the Remy battle. He's like, I'm not even here to take pictures.
He don't even wrap Christmas presents no more.
Yeah, Joe has changed. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so he doesn't rap. And he's telling Royce, yeah, I'll rap. He's not, I don't believe that. And when he said he didn't want to do it or whatever, for whatever reasons, I'm not going to go, I don't know, shit. Whatever reasons you don't want to do it. And let me just be real clear right now. If we got business on the table, communications is rule number one. If you're not communicating, you don't even have the position.
Now, may I speak? Now, me and Joe, we've had our shit. We both from Jersey. His mother and my mother, they talk on the phone all of the time, you know.
Right.
But I come from Joe's perspective. Now, I can't speak for him, but I'm just guessing. You know, sometimes the music industry breaks your heart. Right. And sometimes, you know, so for him to go be extremely successful with the podcast scene, which would probably be the success that he wanted as a rapper, just like with 50 Cent. When 50 Cent dropped the vitamin water, he's like, man, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? He sat down on stage and said, you know what I mean, vitamin water. So, and I like, again, I don't want to speak for Joe because, you know, I have a hate relationship with Joe. But what I would say is that maybe from that end, it was like, yo, I got the bag here, so it's like I'm gonna retire rapping because rapping never got him, even though they both go together. And rapping didn't get him a check like him talking all day.
He's supposed to stay focused and pump it up. You heard? So from what I gathered from the live that I watched was Joe and Royce were saying that they never actually had turned down the deal. It really seemed like Joe wanted you guys to be on his heels, and he wanted you to continuously follow up and say, hey, the deal, we need the deal. What are you going to do about the deal? Because he was making it seem as though he didn't get more detailing and that he never said no. He might have came out of retirement. Maybe he might have Jay-Z'd us and, you know, tricked us, and he would have unretired.
Nah, he's a diva now.
And then it feels as though he's Beyonce, and Royce was definitely giving all types of Kelly energy. He was holding himself back from saying things, and he was definitely supporting. Like he said, he wasn't going to do it if Joe wasn't going to do it. But you could tell that they now have feelings behind it. You could tell they have some kind of regret, and you know, hopefully you guys you can come to some kind of, you know, resolve. But you could tell that they did want to do it, but they wanted a chase. It's like the girl that has an attitude with her boyfriend. You like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing. But you know something. She hungry something. She wants you to chase her and figure out, are you hungry? You tired? You want a back massage? And that's what Joe wanted. He wanted somebody to, you know, coddle him. It feels like, and nurse his feelings on coming back into the industry because, you know, he's from New Jersey.
I mean, if he was looking for that, that might have happened 10 years ago. I might have been like, yo, man, let's do it, because that was my energy 10 years ago. But now my energy is, we too old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You either want to do it or you don't. You know what I mean?
That's the part that rubbed me wrong, you know, to say the part that, and I don't normally give this much opinion, but I had to watch everything because I'm fans of all you guys. I've worked with you guys one way or another, you know, with everybody in the group. So I am in this hip hop thing. And the only thing, you know, with the interview, it sounds like, one, it's a lot of miscommunication, and there's nothing wrong with a mediator to come involved. I think ego definitely played a part on Joey's part. You know what I mean? For him to say, I'm bigger than everything that you guys are doing right now. I didn't think that was cool. And ego. And then, you know, I watched everything last night, and I will say, to not even put too much, you know, attention on it. I just think that you guys have an amazing album dropping Friday. It's a story to be told. It's the rise and fall, and you know, sometimes people can bounce back. But I'm thankful that you guys opened up the dialogue. Of course, all of us, it's like we were flies on the wall for the first time in our lives because you guys, everybody did everything on live. But I feel like, you know, with such a successful group, I think that you guys, it's really a lot of miscommunication. And of course, there's other things in the background.
And hurt. You could tell they're hurt, Dr. Love.
It's a lot of miscommunication, look, and it's been this way for years. You see what I mean?
Difficult.
So when you know, sometimes when you're trying to be the best version of yourself, you got to cut things out of your life. I mean, you can't just keep living around triggers. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, it's not healthy. So it's funny that we talking about Slaughterhouse now because, you know, we talking about it because of the album. And now all of a sudden there's so much passion for Slaughterhouse. Where was that passion while those 10 years were passing by and I was behind the scenes trying to put it together?
Right.
Where was that passion? Now there's passion because this album and this title and burning shirts. And let me just get to that real quick because a lot of people mention the burning of the shirts. When LeBron left Cleveland, his fans burned his jersey.
Yeah.
That's what that symbolized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving, I'm moving on. they were mad at me burning the. That's why they were burning the shirts on the video. They're mad that I'm moving on and closing that chapter in my life, and it symbolized that. You know what I'm saying? And when I say things like, you know, I gotta get rid of Slaughterhouse out of my life, that's just me being 1,000. I'm no longer allowing anything in my environment that doesn't match my energy, period. If I'm over here trying to create bags and good vibes for my people and they not doing that same thing for me, adios. I don't got time to play no game. So, you know, my whole thing is this. They can go and use Slaughterhouse. They can go and make music. They will make some great music together. You know what I mean? They could go do whatever they want to. They're not going to hear two sentences out of me about any of it. I'm relinquishing my ownership, you know, in that logo and all that kind of stuff. Whatever I got, y'all use it. You're not going to get me knocking on your door. Yo, I need a check. Y'all just use. Nah, go ahead. Y'all help build that house too. You know what I mean? Go tell your stories. You feel me? And it's all good. I mean, I heard some things on those lives that was not true. You feel me? But I choose to, anytime somebody attacks me or my character, I just choose to respond with truth.
Well,
that's it.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
Can I say this, please? Okay. So, you know, I was in a group before. And so I know what it feels like to be in a group. You know, everybody comes from different walks of life because, you know, that's what it is.
Different mental problems too.
This is what
different traumas.
This is what I'm saying. And so at the end of the day, I know how it feels, you know, and also to come together, and even though y'all came from different walks of life, y'all came together and y'all did something great. And at the end of the day, years go by and you're trying to figure it out. So for instance, with me, over the years, we done had people reach out, yo, we want to do a band reunion, we want to come together. Everybody's not on the same page. Everybody's going through different things in their life. Some people feel like they don't want to do it. Some people feel like they want to do it. Some people feel like they need to do it. And some people like, I don't need it. So at the end of the day, I felt like within my group that we had built a family, that we had a friendship. I don't know about everybody else's groups, but I felt like that. And when certain people wasn't on the same page as me, because for me, I needed the money. And so that was my reason for wanting to go back on tour after all of these years. I need this bread. I'm a mother, you know what I'm saying? I got to pay bills. Shit is real out here. I need this money. Somebody in the group felt like they ain't need the money.
Yeah, they
you know
on.
what I'm saying? they ain't need the money. They good. And so for me, after having this one-on-one conversation, that's why I had asked you, did they know how you felt? Because for me, when I spoke to my group member and I told my group member why I wanted to do it, why I needed to do it, and he still spent the block and said, I'm good, I felt like he was saying, fuck you, fuck your kid, I don't care, because it ain't no I in team, my nigga.
You said he? It's like playing Guess Who, okay?
I in team, ain't no I in we. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And once I had this heart-to-heart conversation with you and kept it a buck, because it was a question he asked me. He said, Babs, why do you want to do this? And so once he asked me and I told him, and then he still said, I don't want to do it, but you're supposed to be my friend, my brother. At the end of the day, my kid is your nephew. Right. You know what I mean? And so regardless of the fact if you don't want to do it, can you do it? You might not need to do it for you, but you need to do it for us. You shitting on 5 other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I felt. So that's why
Did you want to chop him out of your life after that?
So that's why I had asked you. Listen, at the end of the day, I was on some fuck you shit, because I felt like you said fuck me, so I said fuck you. So at the end of the day, that's why I asked, did y'all have those one-on-one
Did you kick him out the nest?
Did y'all have these one-on-one conversations before it led to you? Did they know exactly how you feel that you had that, and then, you know, you did what you did? Because I feel like for my group member, if he feel any type of way about anything that I have to say, like, my nigga, I already had these conversations with you up front, my guy.
Did you have a talk conversation with him 5 times?
Hold
on. 5 conversations? conversation with him,
Yo,
or is he pushing peace?
I didn't have these conversations. And so at the end of the day, I don't fuck with you, and I could say it on any platform and not give a fuck about it, my nigga, because you know what it's hitting for.
All right. So
okay, well,
yeah.
okay. And do you
I fuck
agree
with that energy though. That's
sir,
real.
with being in the groups?
Wait. What'd you say, Crook?
I say I fuck with that energy because it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know, we've had many conversations. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with that shit because, look, they talking about this bag. You know, oh man, y'all guys, he's doing it for the you sold us out for a bag, man. Listen, I am the epitome of my brother's keeper. You know what I'm saying? If anybody, I got your back with, you know, we throwing hammers and wrenches in the trenches. You feel me? Period. And that's a big insult. That's a sign of disrespect. For you to come and really question my character after all the times that we talked and we had these conversations and you already know where I'm at mentally, you know, that's cool though. I mean, I feel like that the move caught them off guard because they probably didn't think that me and Joel would actually do something. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I think that really there's a lot of times when they made us feel like we wasn't equals in the group. You see what I'm saying? And when somebody don't even have the decency to call you back and business is on the table, he definitely don't feel you his equal.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? So even though I came in the group as a big boss, owning half of a jewelry store, you know, and handling my business, you know what I mean? That didn't matter. So it's like I never treated them like they weren't equals. You feel me? Even when I had all the power on the West Coast and, you know, the Wu-Tang thing popped off and I had to come, you know, have Joe's back, you know what I mean?
We remember that, Joe. We remember they
You know
laid hands on you, Joe.
You know, and I had to bring, you know, 30 East Siders with me, you know what I mean, to have his back, you know what I mean, and try to discuss and get the videotape and all that kind of shit. You know, like this is real solid shit.
We remember that, Joe.
You know what I mean? So they can't really say that I wasn't there. They can't never say that I didn't, you know, stay in the trenches with them. And to not be treated as an equal, but to be expected to do business with somebody who doesn't want to see you as, you know, an equal, to me, that's crazy. That's insulting. And he talks all this paperwork stuff. And it's like, yo, bro, listen, we seen what happened with Maul and Rory. You know what I mean? Like, let's just stop. Let's stop playing games here, man. We all grown. Let's stop playing games. You know what I mean?
And don't forget Clarissa, the first one, Marissa, whatever. The other, you can't keep a co-host, baby.
Now they writing names in the comments. Ransom.
Lord.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not here. Let me just say this.
Joe had a drug addiction. And Joe's
Yo, wait, hold up, love. Like, not for nothing. This is some real shit. I don't need to cut you off. No disrespect. Because I totally get it. I lived it. I lived being in the group. I lived the group popping. I lived the group. Niggas ain't doing shit. Everybody doing their own thing. Cause. Yo, I got a show for y'all. I got a bag for y'all. I got a bag for y'all. I got a bag for y'all. And I want my money. And niggas is acting funny. So at the end of the day,
Yo, listen real quick, not to cut you off, Queen. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Crook.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Tell them niggas why you mad. So tell them niggas why you mad.
I'm not here to assassinate nobody's character. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I promise you. I come from my intentions are pure. I'm aligned with my truth right now. I'm not here to bash nobody.
I didn't get a chance to finish.
I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm not here.
Bashing.
I know you wasn't doing bash them. I'm just reading some of these comments, and I'm just letting these people know.
We don't read the comments. Don't worry about
okay,
that.
Cool. But I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm not here to do none of that. You feel me? I'm here to let it be known what my perspective is from all the information that's been put out there and what my mindset was going into this project. I wanted to talk about something that I've been through that's on my mind. I wanted to get it out of my mind, off my chest, so I can move on to another chapter in my life. That's it.
And my other side of it was like, I wasn't bashing. Me, I like to look at us all as human beings. So what I'm saying is, we even seen it with some of the legacy groups that we've had. Like, things happen, there's misunderstandings. People are at different points in their life mentally, and then later on, it might be it's not right now, but yo, bro, I was going through this, or bro, I saw it like this, or bro, I was on this. That's all I'm saying, because I'm from the Sugar Hill era, so I watched the Sugar Hill gang break up. They don't speak for years, and now they on tour. So that was the place that I was coming from. I'm not here to bash anybody. I show love to everybody. I just said that, like, you know, just from watching the videos, it's miscommunication, but like, according to Babs, there's thousands of calls, you know, so everybody is where they at now.
I'm just saying overall, because somebody in the comments said, whose side are you on? I ain't on no side.
I'm on the side of hip hop.
I'm just talking from a group perspective. From being inside of a group, everybody got their own feelings. Chopper did not have to go and do the tour if he didn't want to do the tour. But
Fired! Fired!
All right,
I have to still fuck with him after that?
All right, wait, time out.
Hold up. No.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay.
Do I still have to fuck with him after that? No. So he has his own rights. He's not wrong. This is not about wrong or right. This is about life. And that's just what it is. And so you got your own right to say, I don't want to do it. Okay. And I got my own right to say, I ain't fucking with you. And that's just it.
Okay. Yeah. Who did beats on the album? Who are the producers on the album?
Okay, on the album we have you know, Heat Makers. You feel me? You know what I mean? We got Hassami with the Tommy. We got DJ Silk. Now DJ Silk has been an aftermath producer. He's been like one of Dr. Dre's right-hand men for 15 years. So I wanted to make sure I brought my brother Silk into the game and into the project, because he just has knowledge of production, sound, sonics, all that kind of shit. So it makes a big difference. Who else we had on there? DJ Payne 1, you know what I mean? And my brother Divine, Fong Say You, so Sai You, Fong Sai You. So it's a real good body of work. And I think when people hear the body of work, they'll hear the honesty. They'll hear, you know, the vulnerability, and they'll hear about the good times. They'll hear about what we perceived as bad times, and they'll hear about, you know, what we plan to do in the future. And it's really a great body of work. You know what I mean? It is.
Yo, I believe you, because you've been in the industry for so long, and I understand where you're coming from when you're writing chapters and, you know, you're moving on and you're doing different things. And I think this is more of an art form than regular, you know, you guys should think about NFTs next, because I think it's more of an art form, telling your part of the story and then, you know, putting it out there. So I definitely appreciate you, you know, coming on the show and just telling us all about this. And like I said, I want to hook you up with Mims, because he's in the NFTs, in the metaverse. Word. Babs is on it. Babs got a movie that she's writing. And I'm not
in.
Hold up, Crooked. Let me say this. I watched that fucking video. I was telling Luck earlier, because when she said, yeah, because you know I got this record with Crooked, I said, you better not have let him body you on this record.
How can somebody body Luck? Luck come on there with that voice and just start breaking shit down. I'm heavyweight.
And I'm listening. I'm watching the video, but the whole time my head is like this. Okay? Because you just spitting. You just
thank you.
So, you know, I'm just like, yo, that's why I told Luck, I said, yo, when somebody make you do this, you just stuck. Just like you don't even realize. You like, it's just boom, 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 boom. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to let you know that the new record, I love it. I love the delivery. I love the flow. I'm sad to see that, you know, this is going on with Slaughterhouse, because, you know, like I said, the group shit, the memories, everything that, you know, you built as a group, and hopefully that y'all could get right in the future. But on another note, the record is fire. If y'all haven't seen the video, make sure y'all go check out the video. It's out right now. The shit is at something million views. I said, yo, I got to link with this nigga, because his views is up, okay?
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's
I
get
said,
it.
wait a minute, what's going on here? And so at the end of the day, it's a fire record, and I just love the flow and the delivery and the content. Dope shit.
I
Thank
love
you very
ending
much.
on a good note.
Thank
But
you.
Brian
That's what's
in the
up.
comments is asking me too many questions, so I want to say this. I watched something on what's my guy's name? Skills, Mad Skills. Mad Skills had a meme up where basically it was Kanye West, and you watch the documentary right now, Genius, how much Talib Kweli and Mos Def helped his career. And how they opened up every resource that they had, let my man come on stage and really tried to get him a record deal.
Right.
Then the next slide was Kanye on Drink Champs. Talib, I'm sorry, I never fucked with your rhyme skills. And no, and then he actually made a joke, said he was using them.
Right.
I'm not saying these people who are not agreeing to move on to the next level was using anybody, but maybe at that point in time in their career, they needed what was going on. And now that other things are occurring, they feel differently.
That could be it. And let me tell you something. I still fuck with their music. You know, I'm not going to get on here because I'm not in Slaughterhouse and say Royce don't make amazing music. I ain't going to say Move Music was an amazing series from Joe Budden. You know what I mean? See, to me, if everybody is honest, maybe one day we could get to that level where we can all talk. But we can't talk until honesty walks in the room. That's for me. We got to be super truthful about everything. And what I've been seeing has not been a lot of truth. There's been some truths, but you can't dilute it. You know, Rakim told us that on Follow the Leader. It can't be mixed or diluted. You feel me? So you got to tell the straight truth, the facts. We got to hold ourselves accountable. You know, I was drunk half the time, cussing motherfuckers out sometimes. You know what I mean? And fucking up some of the energy in important times. You feel me? So I take responsibility for that. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody got to take accountability for the roles that they play. And I'm not finna try to tell people what they did. I'm just going to tell you how I perceived your actions. And at the end of the day, words, they could be beautiful. Words matter. I live in a world of words my whole life. Doing this, spitting freestyles. Words mean a lot to me, but actions mean more. It's been 10 years. We haven't had no movement on it. Now we getting movement on it because of what, you know, the move I made. And
I love it.
Hey, I just wanna get out there with the music, get out there with the art, you know what I mean? And have the people get a fan something. I really did this for the fans, and that's what people like. They like, oh,
They deserve it.
Back. This is for the fans. Y'all don't understand. Everywhere I go, into the grocery store, into the mall, into the Foot Locker, everybody asks me, yo, what's up with Slaughterhouse? Why didn't it go down? Why we never got Glass House? Why didn't we never see you guys touring again? Why? Okay, well, here's your answers from my perspective. Those other two gentlemen, they're free to give the answers from their perspective. You're not going to hear nothing come out of me. My slogan is rap about it. Just go in there and rap about it. And we going to be straight. You're not going to, they could go in there and say whatever they want to say, dog. It don't matter to me. You know what I mean? Because I'm moving forward. I'm every day with the audio books, the meditation, the visualization, the eating plants and all that kind of shit. I'm trying to better myself right now. And if it's a trigger, if it's something that's going to take me backwards, I can't have it. Just for me, I can't have that. You know what I mean? So it's all good. And like you say, ending on a good note, look, the album is fire.
Talk about it.
Flowing out here. You know what I mean? But the album is fire. I don't care. You got to hear the album.
and before the album drop, make sure that y'all stream Woke Don't Mean Broke, because me and Crook got some plaques when we went down there. Shout out to Billy Carson.
Hey,
he's going to be on the show.
Look, I was so proud of you when we was in Florida this weekend. Yo, Luck got them knowledge bars. You know what I'm saying? She was having conversations. She talking about everything. I'm like, what? Hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, man, you on the
Billy
studies.
talking.
That's
Nah,
grown lady love. That's
how I found Billy
right
Carson.
there.
But that's how I found Billy Carson, because I jumped down the rabbit hole. So, and I said, now don't go sounding stupid down there when you sitting with.
Nah, you was on point.
Sounding
I'm
stupid
like,
when
wow.
you sit with this man. So I remember we all at the table. We all eating, and at one point I said something, and then Cook even turned. I saw his head turn, like, all right, look. I said, yeah, I've been on my shit.
Yeah. High vibrations. High vibrations, for real.
Yeah, don't go down there sounding stupid. Now, we had a great time in Florida this weekend. We shot the video for Woke Don't Mean Broke. Shout out to Donnie Arcade. That's my guy. Shout out to Billy Carson. We had a great time out there. You know, we had our ladies. Our ladies is looking good. They had high class. It was nothing but ghosts and Maybach. So we had a great time. We had a chef breakfast at the Ritz-Carlton. Okay? I was there.
Next time you do a video and I'm not there, we got beef, B. And that's on everything.
That's how this show even got started, Crook, because she was telling me she wanted to do a podcast. I was doing one with Miss Listen, and Babs started threatening me. She's always threatening me. Okay,
yeah. Come on, Babs.
Yo, but we definitely appreciate you.
You gotta muscle your way in, Crook. You know how that is. It's a love threat. It's a love
Yeah.
Now she means she from Brooklyn, but she from Brooklyn. Well,
like, show me you care. Show me your thrill. Show me your love.
Yeah,
show me.
No, she
show
definitely
me.
is. But yo, Crook, you are a legend in this game. You are definitely a legend on the West Coast. You put it down for the West Coast. It's like you said, this is another chapter in your life. I'm being positive, you know, maybe a mediator, maybe prayer, maybe this whole thing that happened, whatever the devil meant for evil, God will make good. So maybe this whole situation will be the one that gets the conversation started. But whatever it is, I wish you guys much peace, love, and success. And Joel, I love Joel. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
And I love Royce. So, you know, it's been a long time that I've known everybody. So we definitely appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all stream Woke Don't Mean Broke. It's out right now. And make sure Friday y'all get all y'all copies. And we definitely gonna link up to do the to talk about NFTs with Mims later on.
Yes,
all right,
thank you so much. Thank you so much for this exclusive. This is the crooked. Listen, this is the fucking exclusive. Let's go, love.
Crooked Eyes, my guy. Forever though. I'm talking MySpace days, guys. I'm talking about he having the white tuxedo. Okay.
Yeah, we go back like the seats in the Cadillac, for real.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining the show. Tell everybody I said what's up, man. It's much love. I'm gonna hit you later on, man.
Yo, shout out Krishna. I see you, boy. Maria, I see y'all. Peace.
Yeah, now everybody's in there. We're gonna do this NFT. Okay, there's a lot of big things going on. Ladies, I love y'all. And everybody who stayed for the whole episode. I mean, it was an extended show. Cause Luck be forgetting that she booked 2 people at one time. So let's go. So you know what I mean? We working, man. Anything before we go?
Make sure everybody in the comments, make sure y'all follow Luck, make sure y'all follow Miss Lissa, and make sure y'all follow me, Brooklyn Babs. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all already know it's a lit situation. Thanks for all the new viewers that came in, all of our viewers that's always in. Y'all already know the vibe. Queen of Ring, March 26th. Hit the link in my bio right now and see what's going on. It's a vibe, man. Pull up. It's lit.
And what's my favorite slogan?
Give it up for the lady.
Listen.
Let's go.
Listen.
Have a great day, everyone. You know, say it, claim it, write it down, make it happen, manifest positivity. We're gonna just lead with love. Pray for your haters, and we'll see you guys later.
And y'all could definitely check Miss Lissa out. Okay, that fly gear that she's wearing, the fly shades that she's wearing, you can check it out on
MissLissaKnows.com. Al. Don't forget to use the code LUCK and save $1.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, you already know. Follow your girl, Lady Luck. We are out of here.